down 10. I told coach, put me in the game if you want to win. This real life, it's not no game, we don't pretend. To the front, to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Okay, look at Power being coach. Coach DF.
Give me that, give me that.
Let's go, go.
Green. Let's go!
Switch everything, no threes.
Good defense, good defense. Yep.
That's fine, that's fine.
I'm on you, I'm on you, I'm on you.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that!
Power versus
Let's go, Power!
everyone else.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The buzz is building from the sports-crazed town of Boston, Massachusetts. For the Supersonics, they're making it look too easy, suffering just one loss this entire postseason. Round 2 continues next. We are set for a big one tonight. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And 2K Sports is thrilled to bring you in on all the action. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Seattle. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Kemp in at the four-man position. And for the Celtics, they've got Hassan Whiteside. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard position. Seattle with the ball. Now Westbrook. Pass to Lewis. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The wide open shot is on the money.
Opportunistic. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets one to go.
Up top, George. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. George, good.
That's pretty much any coach. That's how he'd like to start the game.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Kemp. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Seattle shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
Falls for him. And he makes both free throws. About a minute played here so far in the first. To the paint, George. He shoots again, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Paul George. At the line with 1 shot.
1 shot.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, and his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's Seattle with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Deflected! And he's able to get it back. It's good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Kuzi. Pounded by Westbrook. Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Kemp. And Whiteside with a block. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Kuzi misses the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The 3, Westbrook. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
How about the range and the confidence of Russell Westbrook? Matters not what zip code he's in.
Here's Bird. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Kuzi. Shot clock at 6. Sinks that one from the post. Kuzi's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start giving up high percentage looks. That doesn't typically end well.
And Seattle calls time here. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Paul George on top. Second is Russell Westbrook.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Kemp. Here's Lewis. Westbrook taking his time here. Here's Kemp, defended by Whiteside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the 18-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Here's Bird. George left side. From outside the arc. And it's Bird missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball for Seattle. Pass to Lewis. Knocked away. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Eaton. George, right side. Clock at 4. Eaton, shot is good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Who poked away? Oh, George with a steal. Westbrook with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Kuzi, pass to Eaton. Now here's George. The 3. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
That was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston leading by 3. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Eden. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Kuzi. George outside. Pass to Eden. Lets it go from 11. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Westbrook, pass to Kemp. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. far. The fader, and that one's good.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right side, the pass to Kuzi. Kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Boston. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So it's Boston now. They lead by 4, and Seattle looking at who they've got. Russell Westbrook out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Pass to Eden. George with it. Over Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets it to go from the high post. George has got 13.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Celtics lead by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Right side, the pass to Bird. Off target from outside. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Supersonics. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. George's shot is off. The Supersonics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Westbrook. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Jordan's checked in for Seattle. Johnson comes in for Westbrook. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George passes to Eden. And here's Whiteside. Here's Kuzi. Shot clock at 5. George for 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And George with some nice D.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Pierce. Pass to Kuzi. Baseline try. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And now a 3-point Boston lead. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Kuzi. The shot won't fall. Johnson with the defensive effort. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by George. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Boston leading by 3. Pass to Pierce. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Back to Johnson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Kuzi, pass to Whiteside. Here's Eden. Pass to Kuzi. And the Celtics another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Seattle calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be...
Wow! Zion! Mercy!
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Now here's Whiteside. No points yet.
Celtics foul. Mark Eaton. First personal foul. First team foul.
Seattle trails by 4. Outside Johnson.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
1:41 left in the second quarter. Here's George. And it's Boston scoring again.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Jordan. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. It's rebounded by Pierce.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Seattle. They trail by 6. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's George. Goes back up. Seattle pulls it in.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Johnson. Kuzi with the rebound. Boston leading by 4. Here's George. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This quarter, they've done a great job of attacking inside and controlling the pace.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Celtics.
That's good from George.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
Westbrook outside. For 3. And again, Seattle with a triple.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Boston. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. Back to the game after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've got their biggest half of the season coming up. They cannot afford to fall into a 3-1 hole in this series. If there was ever a time to pull out all the stops, now would be it. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
Shaq. And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
We've got Paul George, and it's Whiteside in at the 4. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Whiteside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Westbrook outside. Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and the layup is good off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Bird. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the basket by Westbrook.
Well, Russell Westbrook has worked hard, and you can see it pays dividends in the confidence he has in the jumper.
That's tipped. Here's Kuzi, pounded by Westbrook. Shot from 12, and he nails the jumper. Kuzi's got 13.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Kim. Westbrook outside. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Russell Westbrook has never been shy about letting it fly, and if he gets cooking from deep, boy, it is scary.
Now here's Whiteside. Tight defense on it. Here's Kuzi. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Boston calls timeout.
Once again, fans, Celtics Entertainment.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Jaylen Brown, number 1. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Kuzi. 13 points in the game. Brown finds Whiteside. Out to the wing. Here's Kuzi. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. Seattle has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Westbrook. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Coach likes that look. And Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
Here's Kuzi, pounded by Westbrook. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
For 2, Mark Eaton.
And so he hits both. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Kemp. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Kemp's gotten 4 this quarter.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Whiteside, the pass to Eaton. Clock at 6. Pass to Bird. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Bird's got 5 now.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him. And there it is for him. He's got 15.
Another bucket for Russell Westbrook. Boy, don't forget, this guy's always in attack mode.
Inside. Whiteside can't get it to go.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Kemp. Give him 8. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And Boston calls time here. Boy, you got to like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Celtics Entertainment.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Here's Kuzi, pounded by Westbrook. Kuzi, pass to Bowen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bird. Seattle pulls it in.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Jackson. Bowen with a rebound. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Bird. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Bird's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Top of the key. Basket's good.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Bird passes to Brown. Here's Kuzi, pounded by Westbrook. And the jam by Brown.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force. In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell Westbrook, he's been the guy making things happen for Seattle. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Here we go, fans.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Seattle has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. And Seattle, looking at who they've got Russell Westbrook, also Johnson out there. And it's Kemp in at the force line. To the middle. Here's Bird. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
But they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
5 on the clock from 11 feet away, and he hits the jumper. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Bird passes to Bowen. Whiteside with it. George scanning the floor. Seattle pulls it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Johnson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Johnson missed it. 5 for 7 from the field. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. George with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Westbrook pass to Kemp, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Buries it from 3. Bowen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Seattle calls time here. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Seattle making a switch here. Lewis has checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Allie, thank you. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to George. Got a piece of it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. George has got 5 points now this quarter. The Supersonics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Lewis. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Westbrook's got 19 points.
Boy, let's remember, Russell Westbrook has an MVP trophy in his closet. This guy is working right now. You've got to get into him and make it tougher.
Lewis passes to Johnson. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Seattle.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Clock at 2. Here's Kemp, defended by Whiteside. Kemp, good.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And Boston calls time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Pass to Bird from deep three-point range. A rebound by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go with a 3, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his 2nd from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. George, good.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Pass to Lewis. Fires from deep. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Bird. Releases. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Simmons. Now here's Whiteside. Pulls it. Another shot. Eden. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Now that's a confidence booster. Great effort on the offensive glass.
This guy just feeds off that fourth quarter pressure in a tight game like this. That's when we can really see the kind of heart he plays with.
Celtics trail by 3. Simmons looking around.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
First team foul. At the line, Ben Simmons. At the line for...
Good on the first. And that brings him within 2 here. And the Celtics making a change here. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. The Celtics making a switch here. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Bird. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
To tie it up. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Second team foul. Shooting for the away team, Sean Kemp. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And Boston calls time here. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
For the away team, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
What you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve. He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
To the right side. Pass to Bowen. From behind the arc. Seattle pulls it in. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for the away team, Rashard Lewis. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
So we see Seattle get the win here. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Really jump like a bunny. Up, it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But a nigga got a TV hat. And that boy like a BB hat. How the nigga you won't see me hat? Push it like see me hat. Why the nigga won't be me hat? When I'm creeping hat. In the genie hat. Cause you saying I'm hat.
They be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I make